All right, guys, welcome back to some OG Ghost Recon 2. Now, a couple days ago, we did a stream where we started playing Ghost Recon 1, and then we played a couple missions in that, and then we ended up branching over to Ghost Recon 2, which it's still old as all hell, guys. Still super old, but felt a little more modern, or a little more resemblant. This is the when Ghost Recon first went third person. And it was fun. It was hard, guys. Like, it's actually pretty tough. Obviously, I'm playing on a controller on a PlayStation 2. So it's tough, but we're going to jump in. We're going to mess some of this up and see how crappy we can do. But again, I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out today. I hope everybody's having a good night or day. No breakdown, Michael. It was an idea. I don't know if I want to do it yet. So the thing is as soon as I open up that State of Decay door, it's a hard door to close.
An elite enemy unit designated the 4th Armored Brigade has been responsible for some of the most devastating attacks against our lives. These men are led by one of the youngest and brightest stars of the NKA, Major General Ree Namsoon. General Ree's trained his unit and he drives his men hard. Taking him out of the chain of command would throw the 4th Armored into confusion. We have information that Ree's taking a detour this afternoon to inspect the defenses in his hometown. You'll get a chance to put them to the test. We're sending you alone on this one, Mitchell. You'll be using the Lone Wolf gear. Your mission is to take out the command structure for the 4th Armored Brigade. One word of warning. Ree might be taking away from the bulk of his troops, but he's not going to be on guard. Be prepared for stiff resistance.
Oh, dude, we got shit on. So we made it to the end, I think, and then the guy like ran off. I didn't know. But yo, this mission is not easy, dude. Like, this game is not easy, chat. It's hard. If I was on mouse and keyboard, I feel like I'd be a little better, but it's tough. But playing as Captain Mitchell, we got that high-speed ghost gear. David, what's going on? And Mike's like, yo, I remember this, dude. This is PlayStation 2 era, New York. Pre-Marie, it was a demo, so it was quite short. We beat it in like an hour.
Mitchell, this is command. Your target is right where our intel sources predicted he would be.
Look at those graphics, chat. That's high speed. Yo, that God Save Birmingham game, that shit looks awesome. My eyes have to adjust to the bad graphics again. Marie, thank you so much for the gifted. Got a noodle right there. I can't believe they allowed you to lean in this. Got him. Got a guy coming up here. Remember when FPS shooters like Call of Duty and shit first allowed us to lean? It was like the most advanced thing of all time, dude. You can hit this guy from here. Could barely make him out. Like, right there. There's a dude literally right there, chat. But he just blends in with the environment. Good camouflage. Got his noodle. How can I not hit that dude? We're not doing too good right now. We're already like super hurt. Coxman, what do you mean the Xbox? Cox, see, so you gotta do your research before you say something like that, because the Xbox version is a completely different game. Yeah. So let me school you really quick, Cox, before you come at me, bro. You got Ghost Recon 2 on PlayStation 2, okay? Then you have Ghost Recon 2 on Xbox. The Xbox version is not the superior version. It is a completely different game. You have Ghost Recon 2, 2007 First Contact. Then you have Ghost Recon 2, 2011 Final Assault. The Xbox version is a sequel to this one, not a superior version. Two completely different games. So we're starting, obviously, with the first game, and then I plan on playing the Xbox version that I have right here. But yes, they're two separate games. Yeah, I never heard of a publishing a sequel on another platform. That shit is wild, dude. It was a different era. Yeah, I mean, we've already taken way too much damage. There's no way we're going to survive this. There's no way to heal in these old school Ghost Recons. Like, you get shot, dude. You get shot. It is what it is. My aim is so dog shit that... Oh, I believe this game is over 20 years old. Believe me, I think this game came out in 2003. Yeah, because of the controller, period. I don't play games with controllers ever, especially shooting games. So for me, like, I'm used to aiming with my whole arm and hand. And now I'm trying to, like, do that just with my thumb. How do I equip that, there it is. Oh, Cox, I got them both right here, dude. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen I have both the PlayStation and the Xbox Ghost Recon 2. Yeah, your memory was, it's messing with you, bro. Yeah, they're two completely different games. Now, the Xbox one looks nicer, but it's also a newer game. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're wrong that the Xbox version's not nicer than the PlayStation version, because it is. I booted it up, and it definitely looks far superior. But it is a sequel, straight up new game. My thing I gotta learn with a controller is how to just move like a tiny bit. We got rounds coming down range here, but that's where that dude is that we gotta find, because I got up to that location and that's where I failed the mission. I've never played Half-Life. We've had people requesting it over the past few years. I played the Half-Life VR game. That was pretty cool. Just took off, I seen him. How are you even supposed to see this dude? God damn it. So now we know when he escapes, he comes back out towards the front so we can cut him off. Yeah, I mean, you don't go out of your way to seek it.
Mitchell, this is command. Your target is right where our intel sources predicted he would be.
Yeah, we know now. I know we can cut that guy off because that's the same thing happened before. I made it to the end part there. We got this one guy that's gonna flank up this way. Good. You know what's wild to me, chat, is the fact that we could even see this shit as kids, like make out enemies, like, because the enemies look like bushes and bushes look like enemies. They all just kind of blend in. And that's why it's wild to me, chat. That's why I always say nostalgia is a hell of a thing, dude, because you'll get some people who really can't let go of the past that will sit here and say, this is peak Ghost Recon. Bro, have you played Ghost Recon Wildlands? What the fuck? Have you lost your motherfucking mind? Doing much better this time around. Calling an airstrike over there. Lorna, thank you so much for the super chat. The gifted, bro. I appreciate you, man. And whoever receives that, welcome to the fam. That dude came up which way? Right over here. And he ran over that way. My question is, I can't cut him off here super effective. I wonder if I can shoot him from over the fence. gonna call in the airstrike.
Mitchell, this is Central Command. Good work. That whole enemy brigade won't go back into action until it's been completely reorganized.
Okay. There it is. Woo. Got his ass set. Easy. So when you guys see Captain Mitchell in the DLC of Ghost Recon Wildlands and stuff, just know that he was a monster, chat, back in his day. He was one of the pioneers of the Ghosts.
Thanks to your efforts, Captain Mitchell, the enemy's 4th Armored Brigade has been drastically reduced in effectiveness. They've pulled it out of action until Pyongyang can find a suitable replacement for Major General Reed. This time, we're sending you and the Ghost to decapitate an entire division, the North Korean 3rd Mechanized. According to intel reports, that unit's headquarters detachment is relocating to a more forward location this afternoon, while the weather keeps the South Korean aircrafts grounded. That means we can hit them hard before they have time to know what's happening. The enemy will most likely spread their communications equipment and operators out across the entire convoy. Do not let any transport vehicles get away. Expect them to split the convoy into multiple segments, so move quickly and destroy them in detail. Satellite intel indicates they have at least 2 heavy tanks playing escort, which means you'll be facing a lot of resistance. You'll be taking out an entire headquarters company, so expect them to be well armed and alert. One thing that'll help you is the weather. In these conditions, you Ghosts can make the enemy think they're being attacked by a much larger force. It never hurts to mix a little panic in with the maiden. Good luck and good hunting.
Okay, so we gotta eliminate enemy troops at the field depot, destroy first segment of the convoy, secure the second enemy camp, destroy the second segment of the convoy. Alright, so we're gonna run with I do like the sniper. We're gonna bring the anti-tank suppress handgun. That's what I'm gonna use. Glenn asked if someone actually donated $5 million to you right now, would I stream as much as I do now? That's life-changing money. Yeah. Glenn, absolutely nothing would change. First of all, I would be extremely uncomfortable taking that kind of money from somebody unless that person could prove that they were like really, really, really rich. I would absolutely feel kind of uncomfortable even accepting something like that. But if like everything checked out and the person was legit and like they actually wanted me to have something like that, I would not stream any less than I do right now, because the reason why is like $5 million is a fucking crazy amount of money. You know what I mean? Absolutely ridiculous. But like it wouldn't set me up for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like I'd probably pay off my house and my cars, and then, you know, it'd keep me and the family going for quite a few years. But, you know, at the end of the day, I still would want like to set things up for my, you know, years and years, 20, 30 years, things like that. So no, I wouldn't change what I do, because at the end of the day, if anything, we would have a little more freedom in what we did. Like I'd play a lot less I'd play games and not really worry about viewership all that much for a while. But no, I wouldn't stream less. Not at all. All right. That's it. Yeah, I mean, with that kind of money, for sure, I'd beat every game we started just because I could afford it. Dude, these load times though, chat, absolutely insane, dude. Yeah, we already played GTA 3 all the way through. Yep. There it is. Yeah, I feel like this mission's gonna be hard, chat.
Ghost, this is command. Secure the roadside and set up your ambush pattern. Time's running out.
So we gotta eliminate the enemy troops at the fuel depot. Check the map here. Yeah, still a bit of a distance to go. I actually bought Rainbow Six Vegas. I only got the first one. I don't have the second one yet, but I planned on checking those out on the channel at some point too.
Intel just confirmed that the convoy is escorted by tanks. We know you've made a contingency plan for this, so now's the time to implement it.
How come we never get to...
I got anti-tank rockets on me.
Roadside flanks are secure, sir. Ambush elements are all in place. We are definitely good to go.
See, even back in the day, chat, tanks were nothing to the Ghost, dude.
Hang tight, soldiers. We have got to smash this convoy.
Damn, my dude's about to fucking die. So how did I fail the mission?
Ghost, this is command. Secure the roadside and set up your ambush pattern. Time's running out. Intel just confirmed that the convoy is escorted by tanks. We know you've made a contingency plan for this, so now's the time to implement it.
Roadside flanks are secure, sir. Ambush elements are all in place. We are definitely good to go. We've got to smash this convoy.
Chat. Talk to me for a second. That was the other part of the convoy I was supposed to destroy. How the hell did y'all even play this shit back? Like, the timing is so tight. Like, it's like they designed the missions for you to fail 20 times and like figure it out by like the 22nd time. They got no checkpoints, which is the worst part. Like, if there was like checkpoints after it was rough. That was rough. Well, the thing is, you can't even go slow here because that's what I try to do. I try to go low and slow, but the convoy keeps it moving. Let's see.
Ghost, this is command. Secure the roadside and set up your ambush pattern. Time's running out.
about to die already.
Intel just confirmed that the convoy is escorted by tanks. We know you've made a contingency plan for this, so now's the time to implement it.
Definitely good to go. Got to smash these convoys.
Don't even fucking laugh, dude. Don't even fucking laugh, because that's just not funny. Like, it wouldn't be a thing, chat. If I was like a mouse and keyboard, it'd be good. All right. So I got an idea. Give me 1 sec, guys. I got an idea. Oh.
For years, we've operated in the shadows, in the jungles, deserts, mountains, and cities. On 4 continents, we've spilled blood as we fought to keep the peace. But this time out, things are different. This time, we've come to win a war before it ever starts. Delta 3-1, this is Ghost Leader. We're a go. Hit them now.
Copy that, Ghost Leader.
Next level right here, chat. Let me go ahead and do the training.
Good afternoon, Captain Mitchell, and welcome to the new training area for the Ghosts. We've just been assigned this facility, and we're glad you could take a look at it. We hope you will evaluate each section of the training area, where different courses are available.
Ramirez here, sir. This is the obstacle course. This is the basic course we will use to evaluate potential ghosts on their agility and movement skills. To complete the obstacle course, move to the objective point, navigating the obstacles you come to. To crawl under an object, you should change stance and go prone. Your stance is indicated along with your current health on the lower right of your HUD. Some objects are low enough to clamber over. This is indicated by the clamber icon that appears on your HUD.
Chat, is this voice a little sharp or is it me? Graphically, this one's already a lot better. The controls feel a lot better too, a lot more modern.
Good job, Captain. You've completed this training course. To move on to the next area, follow the objective indicator on your HUD.
Diaz here, Captain. Welcome to my favorite part of the training grounds. This is the rifle range. where the ghosts learn to use the different weapons available to them in the field. Practice firing your weapons at the targets downrange. You can swap weapons and man-in-place machine guns by moving up to them and performing an action when the icon appears on your HUD. If you run out of ammo, refill your supply at the ammo crate. You can see your current ammo supply by looking down at the lower right on your HUD. When you're finished practicing your weapon skills, you can exit the area.
Much easier to make small, minute movements with the Xbox 360 controller compared to PlayStation 2. Same rifle. Get the weapon emplacement. The gunner class weapons contain light LMGs. Each carries a large amount of ammo. Yep. The PS2 had a camera joystick. It just, the controls felt not great. So yeah, single fire, which is my cup of tea. Full auto hit. Such a waste of ammo. Got myself a sniper rifle here. See the movement though, chat? You move.
All right, Captain, you're done with this course. To get to the next course, move to the objective shown on your HUD.
Captain, this is Parker. This is the challenge course. This is where we teach the ghosts to move through terrain, following their objectives. To complete the challenge course, move along the course and navigate the obstacles you come to, moving to each objective in turn. To see where your current objective is located, look on the radar in the upper right part of your HUD. This radar will display the location of your team as well as nearby visible enemies and the location of your next objective. It rotates relative to your facing as you move through the area.
You will not be able to move at full speed or crouch when going through deep water.
Sir, this is Foster. Welcome to the explosives range, where we train the ghosts in the use of the various explosives available to them. Practice using the different explosives by engaging the targets on the range. If you run out of ammo, refill your supply at the ammo crate. You can see your current ammo supply by looking at the lower right part of your HUD. When you're finished practicing your weapon skills, you can exit the area.
All right, so we got the launcher. Oh, they got grenades. Frag out. Dude, these graphics are actually like primo compared to the one we were just playing. What do you guys think? It's the satchel charge. We can set and explode. I think we got a decent idea of the training, so let's go back to the main menu. We'll start the actual game now. You'd play this over Pioneer any day? Damn, it was that bad, Laura? Thank you for the super chat, brother. I was talking about the PS2 Ghost Recon that we were getting slapped on. I thought that one was... This looks 100 times better than that already.
For decades, our nation's military has employed Special Forces operatives as a discreet countermeasure to those who would seek to disrupt our way of life and that of our allies. Decades ago, only a privileged few knew of their existence. Nowadays, their presence on the battlefield is becoming more common and better known to the public. Tonight, we'll meet for the first time ever the men and women behind the Ghosts, an elite element of the 5th Special Forces Group. We'll learn the truth behind the recent troubles in North Korea, a situation that threatened to destabilize the entire region, and experience how Captain Scott Mitchell led the Ghosts into battle. This and much more tonight on Modern Heroes.
Oh, shit.
Across the line of battle from the Ghosts was an ambitious North Korean general, Jung Chon-soon, notorious for his brutality in putting down the food riots of the previous year. Jung had made a quick climb to power. Intelligence reports painted a picture of a man who was ruthless, calculating, and amoral. Yet he was also charismatic and the object of fanatical devotion from his troops. Jung had opened hostilities by seizing command of the North Korean military, and all signs pointed to his intention to ignite a regional war. Taking point in the fight against General Jung's war machine, the Ghosts were under the command of Captain Scott Mitchell. A veteran of actions in Russia, Eritrea, and Cuba, Captain Mitchell had a reputation for always bringing his men home alive. Mitchell knew, though, that the upcoming battle would test his unit's skills and endurance.
As soon as I was briefed that we'd be shipping out to North Korea, I knew this was going to be tough. Possibly tougher than anything we'd faced before. A lot was riding on us, but I knew the Ghosts could handle it.
When the fighting broke out, we were sent right away, heading in country before most of the UN troops. Word came down the pipe that something was going down, And when Captain said to gear up ASAP, I had a feeling it was big. We hadn't been in country for more than a few hours when we were deployed to secure a North Korean airfield.
Those bastards had been pounding our guys from that airfield, and it was up to us and the British Special Forces to put a stop to it. They were coming in from the west, and we came in from the north. The captain had us clear some enemy hotspots, and then we were to secure the enemy HQ.
Personally, I didn't mind the change in scenery. We've been training another ragtag army in the fine art of soldiering, and I was getting bored giving marksmanship classes to that bunch. Friendly airstrikes softened up the airfield, and it was up to us to finish the job.
Okay. I think I'm gonna run 203.
Ghost, this is Command. We are initiating mortar barrages to cover your advance. Stay off the open runway. In addition, we will be monitoring the area via the UAV and will feed you intel.
All right, folks. Let's keep this fast and tight.
Watch your fire, we got friendlies.
Oh, this looks so much smoother. That's crazy.
Ghost, this is Command. The British troops are calling for support. Take out those machine gun nests.
It's nothing!
Good shooting, Captain!
Nice shot, Captain.
Take that!
Let's do this!
I got it!
Command, Ghost Leader, machine gun nests eliminated. Call out if you have contact.
Roger that.
Ghost, this is Command. Enemy helo inbound on your position.
Cannon placement.
Command, Ghost Leader, one enemy helo eliminated.
Follow us!
Ghost, this is Command. Move up and secure the HQ.
Copy that, Command. Moving to secure HQ.
Now!
Dude, this shit is mega playable, chat. Even
Check
on
your
controller.
targets.
Roger that.
We're chilling now.
Stick with me.
Target eliminated!
Good essentially yes, right?
snipers have us ranged. We're pinned down. Flank around to the left and see if you can blow the tower. Keep your head down. Ghost, it's command.
They got Parker! Help, please!
What happened? We were cruising, chat. What happened? Still no checkpoint.
Ghost, this is command. We are initiating mortar barrages to cover your advance. Stay off the open runway. In addition, we will be monitoring the area via the UAV and will feed you intel.
All right, folks. Let's keep this fast and tight.
Copy that, Parker.
Ghost, this is command. The British troops are calling for support. Take out those machine gun nets.
Nice shoot.
Nice shot, Captain.
Rock and roll!
I took one! Command, Ghost Leader, machine gun nests eliminated.
Ghost, this is command. Enemy helo inbound on your position.
Command, Ghost Leader, one enemy helo eliminated.
Follow us!
Let's finish this up and head home.
Ghost, this is command.
Acknowledge.
Move up and secure the HQ.
Copy that, Command. Moving to secure HQ.
Go, go, go!
Come on!
Enemy down.
How about some 40, Mike?
Watch that cover.
Yes, sir. What is that?
Reach out and touch someone!
snipers have us ranged. We're pinned down. Flank around to the left and see if you can blow the tower. Keep your head down. Ghost, it's command. Take out the control tower.
공격! 날 따라와! 잘했어! 한 번 더! 계속 가겠어? 이들은 한참 멀었어!
Yeah, sound effects are loud as fuck, chat. Gotta turn them down a little bit. I don't even know how to do that. It's like, it's war!
They hit me!
Fire in the hole!
Back up!
Ghost Leader, this is command. Secure the target area and hold for reinforcements.
Stock our ammo.
Suppression fire! Left flank.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Ghost Leader, this is Command. A new target has been acquired.
Hit it!
Bring it! Bring it!
We've got the southern approach covered. Make your assault from the north, and we'll flank them.
There's bound to be a heavy enemy presence there.
Line 'em up!
Take it!
Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
On target!
Roger that.
Ghost, it's Command.
Right!
Enemy reinforcements are advancing on your position from the east. Don't let them recapture the HQ.
Take it out, now!
Roger that. Looks like we've got some jets to destroy.
Hit that vehicle!
Roger that.
Take it out!
Command, Ghost Leader, airfield secured. We're standing by for new orders.
That was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life, chat. Holy shit, dude. Much smoother, guys. Like this game, much easier to play.
The first engagement had gone to the Ghosts, but General Jung was far from beaten. He mobilized heavy armor to support the infantry units the Ghosts had crippled, but there weren't enough Allied troops on the ground to face them head-on. It was up to the Ghosts to slow those tanks' advance until reinforcements could arrive. Their first target? A bridge that served as a choke point to the North Korean advance in the area.
Our orders on this op were to demo a bridge, then link up with the Brits at the pagoda for helo extraction.
This bridge was right next to a village, so air support was a no-go. We needed to take it down ourselves, como siempre. We were supposed to be inserted way ahead of the enemy advance, in and out before they got there. But I guess no one told the North Koreans that.
Brie Marie with a super chat. Thank you so much. Says, please offer my opinion. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No. A glizzy's a glizzy. A hot dog's a hot dog. It's like sausage, you know, like on bread. Like sausage, peppers, and onions. Like it's its own thing. Sandwich goes on like square bread or rolls. But I want to see if I can nerf the music a little bit. There's like no settings in these old ass games.
Ghosts, but
all right, so we're gonna rock with the GL. Like a sub is a sub, a sandwich is a sandwich.
Ghost, this is Command.
A sub is
Move
a
out
sandwich.
and place a demo charge at the base of the bridge to take it out.
I think the range should cover our advance. Don't count on it, Ramirez. They have to know we're coming.
I mean, aren't we ghosts? It's wild, though.
Good shot! Enemy down! Get the lead out!
This one is do or die.
Affirmative.
I took a round.
Dropped another one.
Dusty, how you doing today, brother man?
Open it up a little, ghosts.
Roger that.
Break a charge.
Roger that. Affirmative. Roger that.
Ghost, this is Command. Get clear of the charge before it
Come
detonates.
get some.
Time to earn our pay.
Roger that.
Command, this is Ghost Leader. Objective destroyed.
Ghost, this is Command. Link up with friendly units in the village.
Goodbye.
Right flank.
Roger that. Acknowledge. Good shot, sir.
Took one.
Yeah!
Target down.
Ghost Leader, this is Command. Be advised, hostile reinforcements are inbound on your position.
Get him, boss. Forward! Hit it! Hit it! Hit that vehicle!
Roger that.
On it!
Overextended like crazy. Again, the only issue with these older games is the checkpoints, because you make it like pretty decent through them, and then it's just like you die and then you gotta start all over again. It's like
The first and
fucking savage, bro. Ooh, I just got the 249. I guess we could try out the saw, see how it feels.
Ghost, this is Command. Move out and place a demo charge at the base of the bridge to take it out.
I think the range should cover our advance. Don't count on it, Ramirez. They have to know we're coming. Good shot! Muy bien, Captain! Engaging!
Light him up!
Roger that. Like it!
Steady on, Ghosts.
Roger that.
Demo the target.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Hit me!
Do it! Roger that.
Ghost, this is command. Get clear of the charge before it detonates.
Took 2 fucking shots there because I rushed over the damn hill.
Watch it here.
Roger that.
Command, this is Ghost Leader. Objective destroyed.
That should stop them.
Ghost, this is command.
It's all on
Link
us,
up with
people.
friendly units in the village.
Affirmative. Let's go! Let's rock!
Cover fire!
Flank right!
Roger that. Moving now, Captain. Get it! Good shot, sir. These guys are mine. Another enemy down.
Hold position.
Roger that. Roger that.
Hold.
Roger that.
Suppression fire!
Roger that. Cover fire! Go, go!
Ghost Leader, this is command. Be advised, hostile reinforcements are inbound on your position.
Roger that. Wasted another.
Ooh.
Circle right!
Roger that. Yes, sir. Got it! On target! Ah! Need a medic here! Ramirez needs a medic! You like that?
Right flank!
Ramirez is injured! Help! Medic! Ramirez is hurt bad! It's all good. I'll be all right.
They can get themselves up, but not me.
Suppress!
Affirmative. I'm on it! Got it!
Right flank!
Yes, sir. Ah! Ramirez is down! We lost Ramirez! You want some of this? You want some more? Gotcha! You want some of this?
Almost out of ammo. Yeah, Ramirez is like down, dude.
I got hit! Cover fire!
Roger that. Right on!
Advance!
Acknowledge.
Advance!
Yes, sir. Come on! Do it!
Move up!
Moving on, Captain. Another target dead.
Move out!
Yes, sir. No chance, pal. Let's see what you got! I got a lot of them!
Advance!
Moving now, Captain.
Command, Ghost Leader, we're standing by for extraction.
We just have to hold here until our ride shows up. Damn straight, Foster. Let's get a good position. Got another one! Look out! Oh yeah!
Move up!
Moving on, Captain.
Move out!
Yes, sir.
God damn it.
Mitchell is down! Captain Mitchell is down!
It's tough because, like, you don't get, there's no heals. And if you lose, you gotta start all over again. We made it to the end, though. I guarantee that part right there was the extraction. But now I just learned how to kind of move my team forward. Right at the end of that mission.
The first engagement.
Ghost, this is command. Move out and place a demo charge at the base of the bridge to take it out.
I think the rain should cover our advance.
Rain or no rain, mission's the same.
Move up.
Roger that. Acknowledge. Good shot! Good shot, sir!
Forward!
Yes, sir!
Suppressive fire!
Affirmative. Roger that. Like that!
Yeah!
Watch the flank.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Be ready for contact.
Roger that. Rounds down range! Roger that.
Ghost, this is command. Get clear of the charge before it detonates.
Command, this is Ghost Leader. Objective destroyed.
Good shot, sir.
Ghost, this is command. Link up with friendly units in the village.
Don't cross your field of fire.
Roger that.
Forward!
Acknowledge. Target eliminated. Got it.
Ghost Leader, this is Command. Be advised, hostile reinforcements are inbound on your position.
Grenade out!
Move out.
Moving now, Captain. Get in, Russ! Another one down!
Forward!
Yes, sir! Come get some of this!
Move out!
Moving now, Captain.
Got hit!
Mitchell's down! Mitchell's down! Mitchell is down!
That's crazy, Chet. Actually crazy. Like the one time it took me 4 shots to die. I had to get hit 4 times and I died. That time, 2 hits. 2 hits. I'm so slow with the controller that they just fucking every time, chat. I use first person or I use mouse and keyboard for everything. Controller the main thing with controllers is they're just slow. You know what I mean? Like, and they're very I always ask people, you know, imagine trying to draw something, you know, what's going to be more accurate? Like drawing something using one finger or drawing something using your whole hand and arm, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's because when you're aiming with a controller, you're literally just using your thumb. That's it. Compared to when mouse and keyboard, using your whole arm. Now, some people really struggle with mouse and keyboard. Like, it's not easy either. There's no settings in this game, Raincoat. Yeah, but this is better. No, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this one is decent. If I feel like if I practiced a bit more, I'd be pretty good. But it's just I'm not used to it. Yeah, I just don't play very many controller games. The only games I play on controllers are games I'm forced to play on controllers. But this felt good. Like it wasn't bad at all. Like the main thing I'm struggling with right now is just there's no checkpoints. So every time you die, you got to go all the way back and start all the way from the beginning and push through. Now, granted, it's like, you know, only 5 minutes of mission, but it's still you struggle a little bit. Brian, what do I? A lot of people can't use mouse and keyboard. Yeah, a lot of people can't, because you'll always hear people say, "Oh, well, mouse and keyboard's easier to shoot with." No, it's all the main difference with mouse and keyboard is once you get good with mouse and keyboard, you'll be better than you were on controller. But it took me from 2018 to 2022, 2023 to even get as good as I am now. And I'm not even that good. You know what I mean? I'm on mouse and keyboard. But so it it takes years and years and years of practice before you get good enough with mouse keyboard. And then it's like, yeah, once you've learned how to do it and you're decent, you'll be far superior than a controller player. But yeah, just because it's quote unquote easier, it's easier after you've mastered it. But a lot of people, like, they don't understand that. Oh, well, it's just easy for you because you play on mouse and keyboard. No, well, if it's that easy, then you grab a mouse and keyboard and do it. But it just doesn't work like that. Controller gang forever. Yeah, Ivan, I'm not that good, dude. Like I can shoot, you know what I mean? Like on a like if I had to play an online competitive shooter, like I would be able to hold my own in a lobby, but I'm not like, there's some god tier guys out there with aiming, dude. Like they never miss. Yeah, they never miss. But if I do all right. Yeah, I played Call of Duty Warzone. My first time ever playing it too. I played Warzone and I came in second place. My first time ever playing it. So it's like I can hold my own, but I'm not that good by any means. Yeah, that's what I mean, Ivan. There's people who are like, that's their life, bro. Like aiming and shooting is their life. I just do it because most games require you to be able to shoot at a decent level, but nah. Yeah, like if I were to rate myself out of like a 10 when it comes to aim, I'm probably like a solid like 5, 6 maybe. Like I got mouse and keyboard. I'm probably like a 5 or a 6. Just average. I feel like I'm just your average shooter. On a controller, I'm a straight 2. Like a straight up 2, chat. It's horrible. Like I'm decent enough on a controller to where I can play the game. That's about it. But struggle the whole entire way through it. That's why I don't mind games with aim assist when I'm using a controller. But these old ass games don't really got aim assist like that. So you just got to figure that shit out. Goated, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, I've only played Warzone that one time on stream. We played it and it was fun. It was fun as hell. Like I said, I don't mind like online Call of Duty and stuff like that. My only problem is it's like without like a changing like mission, you know what I mean? Like even single player games after a while they get repetitive, you know what I mean? But the story is what drive, because all at the end of the day, all gameplay is repetitive. I don't give a fuck what game it is. They're all whether it's a shooting, you're going into an area and you're shooting people. Like, you know what I mean? Even games like The Last of Us, like all the games are repetitive in nature, but the things that change up are like the environments, the layouts, you know, like sometimes the maps themselves are like, you got to figure them out, but the story is kind of what drives the repetitive gameplay. You know what I mean? It breaks it up. So you're not just doing the same thing over and over. But when you're playing an online shooter, it's like just the same thing over and over again. It's like, well, you're playing different maps. Yeah. It's just the same thing though. There's no, like, though you're just loading in and you're just shooting people. That's it. Like there's no story behind it. There's no rhyme or reason. You're literally just loading in to a map and then shooting each other. And it's like, I could do it, and I'm not going to say it's not fun, but after I've done like 20 matches, like I'm all right, I'm over it. Like I'm done. And then like I could never wake up the next day and do 20 more matches. You know what I mean? It just feels the same. It's just the same fucking thing day in and day out. That's why I look at these guys and I'm like, bro, how do you play Warzone every day? Or how do you play Fortnite every day? Like, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? It's just every day you're waking up, you're playing and doing the same exact thing every single time. And it's even like games like State of Decay. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that that game ended, you know, and you could beat it, like it's just the same thing. You know what I mean? Like that's why a lot of people come, hey, when are you doing another Lethal Zone playthrough? And it's like, you could just go watch the last one I did, and it would be the exact same thing as if I just played another Lethal Zone playthrough right now. Because at the end of the day, it's just the same thing. You know what I mean? Nothing's going to change. I'm going to go, I'm going to kill plague hearts, I'm going to loot, and that's it. You know what I mean? It's not like the gameplay is really going to be much different. And that's just how I feel about like a lot of games. That's why I need like a story to kind of drive me through a game. Even like games like Doom, like I can't do it. It's just, they're too repetitive. It's just the same thing, like just running around over and over and over and over again. But like Ghost Recon, like I can get behind it because each mission objectives change. Now, granted, every objective is pretty much go here, kill this guy, but in your mind, it tricks you into feeling like you're doing something different. You know what I mean? But yeah, Call of Duty and shit like that's just literally the same fucking thing every day. I'm like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know how those content people like Tim or I don't know how, or even guys like Dr. Lupo, like to sit there and just play like Tarkov or like, you know, you got TG, like typical gamer, just constantly playing like Fortnite every day. Like, I don't know how they do it, chat, and like stay sane. It's like maybe because they're millionaires and they just make so much money that it's like they can like justify it. Because that's the only thing I could think is they're just so fucking rich that they're just like, fuck it, bro. I don't care. You know what I mean? But for me, like, dude, I lose my mind playing the same shit over and over again. Like, I can't do it. Like I had like a little bit of a breakdown. Was it last year? Because we weren't even playing the same game over and over. I was just playing the same type of game over and over. And we were playing a bunch of like those sandbox survival games. And after like 3 months, chat, like no, it was longer than that because we were doing Ark. Yeah, it was just like Ark for like 8 months. And then between Ark, I was playing like freaking The Infected, The Mist, fucking this and that. And it was just like Sons of the Forest. It was just survival game after survival game after survival game after survival game, fucking Enshrouded. And it was just like, oh my God. And I literally like snapped. One day I just woke up and I was like, I don't want to fucking play these games now. I don't want to do it. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to pick up another fucking stick. I don't want to pick up another goddamn rock. I don't want to do it. I'm done. And I literally stopped playing all of them. Just the only game I finished was Enshrouded because it was like pretty good. I was like, I'm fucking done with these games. I'm not playing them, dude. I'm not picking up no more motherfucking sticks. And then people were like, bro, you gonna play this game? It came out. It was like it was like one after another. Like survival games just kept dropping. Fuck, what was the one there? The water one that we were playing. Let me see. I'll tell you right. Fucking. And people just kept asking me, dude, and it was driving me fucking crazy, bro. I was just, I'm not fucking playing it. I'll delete these fucking games, dude. What the hell was that game though? I can't remember the name of it. Because it was viewing good too. Like we were getting good views on it. I just stopped fucking playing it, dude. I was like, nope. Sunken Land. Yeah, I was like playing Sunken Land, and people came out like, yo, you playing Sunken? I'm like, I'm not playing that fucking game anymore, dude. Like, fuck Sunken Land. Like, I'm not playing that shit. Like, I hate these damn. We were playing like Survive the Nights, freaking, yeah, like Sunken Land, tons of Ark, like tons of Ark. And then we were Pal World, No One Survived. And like all these were just all around like the same time. It was just game after game after game. It was just like a sandbox survival game. And I just, yeah, that shit just hit me like it was like I hit a brick wall. Chat. First time ever doing YouTube that I felt like that, and I didn't like it. I was just like, nope. But I was like, I fuck this. And I didn't play a survival game for like 4 months we just started focusing on other things, story driven, like RPGs, things like that. I had to break away from it, and I was just like, all right, cool. And then I got my, and then I was cool, chat. I got a breath of fresh air. I was able to come back and keep it going, But yeah, that's why people ask me all the time, like games like and it's as soon as I start feeling like those open-ended survival games, because the problem with them is they start to get repetitive and the gameplay loop is the same. Games like Surrounded, because people are like, oh, when you play more Surrounded, and it's just like, I'm not playing more Surrounded right now. Like, why? Like, we already hit POIs, we ran some bunkers, and that's it. That's the game. You know what I mean? Well, you didn't get the best guns. You didn't get like I don't want to do that. Like, I don't play games like that. I'm not gonna sit here and just grind the same survival game day in and day out and just keep doing the same fucking thing day in and day out. Like, you know what I mean? With no end in sight. Like, and that's why I like games like State of Decay. At least it's like that game has a start and it has a finish. Like, I can play it. I know, okay, I got 3 more play cards done and I'm done with the series. Boom, we beat it. Games like Surround, they just keep going and going and going and going and going. And it's like, when do you stop playing it? Like people are, well, you got to hit every POI on the map, dude. You got to explore them all. And it's just like, but why? After you hit 10, you've hit 20. Once you've hit 20, you've hit 100. Like, it's just the same thing over and over and over. Well, the loot respawns, dude. Maybe you'll get a better gun. I already have guns, dude. I don't need, like, once I have all the guns, I don't need to go loot more guns. Like, that's why we stopped playing Scum, like, single player, because it was just the same loop. Because this was before, because I plan on checking out Scum again with the 1.0. Hopefully it's a lot better than before. But the issue I had with Scum was it had the DayZ gameplay loop. Like, Scum is designed to be a multiplayer shooter where you have the potential to get wiped and lose all your gear. But when you're playing Scum single player, you don't have that same risk where you're not going to get wiped and lose all your gear from another player who's going to kill you, take all your shit, pick it up and leave. So the problem with Scum is like, you would load in, you would go through the towns, you would, kind of go through killing puppets. It was awesome. It was early game. You're going through doing your thing, finding scrappy weapons here and there, crap weapons, melee weapons, you're crafting shit, you're doing your thing, you're kind of building up. You know what I mean? And then boom, as soon as you build up, you can start going hitting some bigger POIs. It's exciting. It feels good. Then once you got a good base, of gear, equipment, food, your survival setup, you got a car, things feel really good. Then you're like, all right, fuck yeah, dude, let's go hit some bunkers now. Then you start going hitting the bunkers. You're evading the mechs. You can get in the bunkers. You start killing the puppets in there. Boom, you get a bunch of loot. Now you're geared up. You hit your first bunker. You got a freaking fully kitted RPK with a fully kitted, M4 or whatever. Boom, you're gunned up, dude. And now it's like, and then you're like, well, now what? Now what? This was before. And then people, well, you go hit more bunkers. But for what? Like, why would I go hit more bunkers? I already got guns and ammo. I'm going to go use the guns and ammo to get more guns and ammo? That doesn't make fucking sense to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? Why would I do it? It's just boring. It's the same thing over and over and over. So then people are saying, well, Scum's going to be better now. It's going to have quests that you can do. It's going to have, NPCs and this and this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds interesting. If there's more for me to do in the game other than just gear up, go run bunkers, repeat, like that. I don't know, Chad. The repetitive nature of games just kind of bothers me sometimes. This Land Is My Land. I still have on my replay list. No Renko. I wanted to play that game again at some point. We just haven't got around to it. Yeah, that was actually one of my first ever viral videos. I don't know how or why that went viral, but it did. It was weird. Dusty said Scum's kind of boring. Even with the new update, Dusty, like with the quests and shit. I don't know what the quests entail. Like what the actually. Yeah, This Land Is My Land was cool. Like I enjoyed it. It was hard. It was not an easy game to like get into, but it was really cool. But that's why some of my favorite survival games, like the greatest, the GOATs, are games like The Forest, Sons of the Forest, Green Hell, even games like Stranded Deep is fucking phenomenal. And the reason why all those survival games, in my opinion, are like god tier is because they have a start and they have a finish. I don't think people understand how important that is for survival games, in my opinion. I feel like they have to have a start and a finish. Now, the in-between, if you're one of those people that likes to just live in the world, go ahead, do your thing, you can. But I feel like games like Grounded, yeah, Grounded was fucking amazing. Subnautica, top tier, because yes, you have all that survival in between, but you have goal that you're working toward. You know what I mean? An end goal that you're working toward, a big final climax, FTX that you're building up for. And that's what feels good about survival games. It's like you're building up for something. But a lot of these survival games where they I feel fall short, in my opinion, is you build up and then there's nothing at the end. And then they just want you to continue building up. But it's like, for what? It's like, okay, I'm building up. All right, I'm built up. Now what? Well, go out and build up some more. Okay? Go out, build up some more. Okay, I'm building up. And then it's like, yeah, you're building up actually to go out and build up more. Yeah, that's the whole point of the game. And that's like games like the Myst Survival, which Myst actually is a little better now because it had like the little story stuff. But yeah, it's just you need to build up for something, or else it's just fucking after a little bit, yeah, you're just gonna get bored. Oh, Billy, what's going on? Oh, Zerv. How you doing? It's good to see you, man. So, yeah, that's what somebody said earlier, is they're going to be remaking the first Silent Hill, which I don't understand why they didn't. Why would they remake Silent Hill 2 and skip Silent Hill 1? It just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me that they would skip that. Yeah, well, yeah, I seen Grounded 2. Grounded 2 was one of the, at the Xbox Showcase, one of the biggest surprises for me. Hell yeah, I'm excited. I'm super, super excited for Grounded 2. No, yeah, it's gonna be a good ass time, chat. Cause I was like, oh, should I do some? Cause we actually fully beat Grounded, like fully beat it solo. I don't know if any of you guys were here for it, but Infected Broodmother, like straight grinded it out, chat. We beat that shit solo. Some of my most proud moments were in Grounded, and that's what I loved about Grounded, is just like you feel like you've really accomplished something in that game. And I think that's something that game does that has so special about it. It's because like there is a lot of build up, there's a lot of grind, there's a lot of prep, you know what I mean? But then it's like, it's all for something, you know what I mean? And then eventually, like you get bosses on farm, sit there and go fight the Broodmother. Like it felt really, really, really good. Especially the Infected Broodmother. Oh my God. Oof. That shit was wild, chat. It was one of my proudest moments in that damn game. The Infected Broodmother. Oh. Yeah, Dusty, if you never played Grounded, bro, you gotta try that shit. Yeah, you gotta play it, dude. It's phenomenal, man. It's tough, but it's a good ass time. show you guys right now. This is one of my proudest moments in my entire life, chat. Up there with becoming a father. I'm going to show you guys right now. Killed it, chat. Killed it. Stressful too. Like, I was stressing right now. Almost at the end of the second phase, I was feeling good. But the second phase was easy. Easy clap, chat. And then the fight actually gets hard. There it is, chat. Oh, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no, dude. That's crazy. Like, I was watching that chat and I'm sitting here like, how the fuck did I do that? That shit was. That shit was definitely not first try though. That shit was real tough, chat. The crazy thing about that boss fight is most people never even beat the infected broodmother. Like, most people don't beat it. And then most people that do beat it multiplayer. So I made it my mission to try to fully beat Grounded single player, like even all the bosses. And yeah, infected broodmother was like my goal, and I did it. I did that shit. But yeah, most people don't even beat the infected broodmother. It's just too hard of a fight. And but that shit was, it was a goal. I set my mind to. I'm beating this fucking boss, dude. Because I talked to a couple other people that played a lot more Grounded than me, and then I was like, "Oh, did you ever beat the infected broodmother?" Like, "Oh, I only beat it on multiplayer," and I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Well, I beat it on single player." I was really feeling myself too. Nah, Grounded was cool, guys. It was really like, that's why I'm excited for the second one. Like, I'm so excited for the second one because it's just like I'm a Grounded player now, chat. I fuck with it. I think Grounded is one of the best survival games out there. Like, I know a lot of people see Grounded and they think it's like a kid's game. Yo, that shit is. Yeah. Good luck. It is one of the probably the best survival games I've played. Yeah, it's real good. It's good chat. It's good for sure. Yo, fuck that pink poncho. I don't even remember what stream that was. Was that Fallen Order or was that the second one? Was it Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order? I don't remember. That shit had me so heated. I think it was the second one. Yeah, but next month is gonna be, when Grounded 2 drops, guys. It's gonna be hectic on YouTube. Not for me, like, necessarily, because like I'm not like one of the main Grounded guys. You know what I mean? Like, those guys will definitely slurp up most of the viewers, but everybody and their mother is going to be playing Grounded 2. Like, every damn content creator under the sun. Like, a lot of people are going to be playing that shit. Yeah, Armiga ended up sending me an actual pink poncho that I have. Yeah, it's gonna be wild though, Chad. It's gonna be exciting. Gonna be excited. No, yeah, Grounded 2 is huge. I mean, I'm still super looking forward to Death Stranding 2 this month. And then, I mean, this summer is going to be pretty solid, guys. With Grounded 2, we got freaking Dying Like the Beast in August. I think there was another game in August. Because I didn't really have anything planned for July. I was actually planning on for July, depending on how, because we'll have Death Stranding 2. But as for like other games in July, we really didn't have much planned initially. I was like, I'll probably do maybe some like Red Dead Redemption. Maybe we'll start Cyberpunk or something like that. I was trying to think of like one of those big game series that we could like kind of start up. And then they announced Grounded 2, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's gonna be pretty heavy for July. And then going into August, we got Dying Like the Beast, the new Metal Gear Well, the Snake Eater remake is coming out in August, and I think there's something else too in August. But it's gonna be a decent summer, guys. It's gonna be a decent summer for sure. No, I mean, I think, I personally think 2025 has been a solid, even without GTA 6 and State of Decay 3. 2025 has been a fucking amazing year for gaming. Like so good. Yeah, I feel like next year's got some pretty good bangers lined up too, but I don't know. I feel like this year's been one of the most solid years we've had in a long time. A lot of Souls-like games dropping, obviously, but there's some good stuff mixed in between. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is huge. The game was, I still can't believe how awesome that game was. But yeah, my son's got a baseball game, so that's why I was trying to do something short, because we did that demo earlier, and then I was like, oh, I'll throw on something kind of short and just mess around on these old PlayStation games. And then when I get back later on tonight, we'll probably play a little bit of Returnal. Yeah, we'll do some more Returnal and then go from there. I'm actually been really enjoying Returnal. I'm just waiting. Jesus, man, yeah. KCD is an amazing game, but I'm not gonna jump back into it like every time they release like a tiny little DLC. Like I'm probably not gonna go back to KCD until they have like a big expansion DLC drop for it. But like to just like install that big ass game, get back into it. When there's just like a little 4-hour mission that they add that allows you to just paint your shield, like it's not really worth all the hassle. I usually like to wait for games to come out with significant amount of content for me to like really sink my teeth into, you know, like if I'm going to jump into KCD again, I want to have like 20 plus hours of stuff to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, when they just release like a small little, like one mission, it's just like, what the fuck? I ain't doing this. I'll just wait for something big, but I know they got big DLCs planned for that, 'cause they had big DLCs for the first game. So, I'm excited though to see. Yeah. So when they drop a big DLC for KCD, we'll jump in and play it. Will I play the High on Life DLC? Shit, Priscilla, at this point, I'd probably have to replay the whole fucking game realistically. How long is the DLC for High on Life? 'Cause I'd probably play that before the second one drops. High on Life 2 looked crazy. Yeah, DLC is always tough. Because it's like a lot of games, like one, for example, like Atomic Heart, right? It's like I'll play through a game and then we'll beat the game. And then it's like a year and a half later, like a big ass DLC drops. And then I'm like, well, shit, it's been so long. I don't even remember the fucking base game. Like, you know, like bits and pieces in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel fresh. So then it's like, a lot of these games, you're jumping back into the playthrough. Like Horizon was another one. You know what I mean? You're jumping back into the playthrough a year and a half later. You don't even remember the controls. You don't remember half your inventory. You don't remember how to use 90% because you're like jumping back in end game. And it's just like, oh my God, like what the fuck? So then you feel like you got to start over again just to play the DLC. Because yeah, it's 5 hours isn't bad. I already played Dead Island 1. I am knowing. Yeah, we already did Dead Island 1 and Dead Island 2. I thought about revisiting Dead Island 2 at some point because I had a fun time with Dead Island 2. But I've played Dead Island 2 and all its DLCs. But yeah, Horizon was like, that freaking DLC came out. It's like, I didn't even know how to play the game anymore. You know what I mean? It's tough sometimes with DLC because they do take a while to come out. I guarantee a lot of people probably felt like that with like Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? You say you played Cyberpunk and then you beat it, and then Phantom Liberty came out 4 years later, and it's just like, if you didn't play it leading up to Phantom Liberty, you were lost in the sauce. But a lot of those games, that's why I've started to try to like do revisits to games right before like major DLCs or like sequels come out, because I'm trying to like Death Stranding. You know what I mean? I could have played Death Stranding 2 because I already played the first one, but it wasn't fresh. It was years ago. Like, okay, I kind of remember the story bits, but now it's like fresh. Like that shit's right there. Second game comes out, all the characters, everything. It's fresh, new. It feels good. But I hate jumping into sequels and stuff after like years and years and years and years after playing the first game, because it doesn't feel the same, and it doesn't hit the same. One day just for fun, Fallout 1 or 2. Those games don't really interest me. Jeez, man, I don't really care for the style of the game. Like I still have like a preference, you know what I mean? Like there's tons of games out there. Like I think somebody said like Alien Dark Descent and things like that. I'm not huge on those type of games. Like, I don't know. And the Fallout games, they're 1 and 2. They don't like this stream right here. Like we're trying to play like old like PS2 games. You know what I mean? And Ghost Recon is one of the biggest games on my channel. Like if I played Ghost Recon Wildlands, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, like huge games on my channel, huge games. I have a huge military following, a lot of veterans and stuff like that. And even they're not really interested in these older games. So it's like with older games, like, yeah, it's fun to kind of jump in and play them every now and again, but there's not a huge audience for them. You know what I mean? It's not like people are on YouTube right now trying to watch, Ghost Recon 2. Like it's just not gonna happen. And it'd be the same thing for Fallout 1 and 2. Like there's not a huge audience for it. Like, yeah, there's some people that would jump in, watch it for a little bit for nostalgia reasons, but the problem is I don't like to as much as we do it, I want people to know that I don't enjoy it. I don't like starting games and then not finishing them. It's horrible feeling, but it happens more times than not because a lot of people just don't care to watch the whole game. They kind of just want to see a little bit of it, see if it's something they're interested in, and then they kind of move on. But yeah, and I already know if I were to start Fallout 1 or 2, we're gonna play it once and that's it. You know what I mean? I've never completed Sekiro. It's actually a game I almost started playing Sekiro the other day, but I started Returnal instead. Yeah. But yeah, the older games, like I said, they're good for about a stream or two, maybe. Usually, it's just about a stream. Like, what's a lot of these older games here, like Tony Hawk Underground, Shell Shock Vietnam, Tony Hawk Underground 2. I got Splinter Cell Double Agent, Medal of Honor Tier 1. Both true crime games, Siphon Filter, SOCOM 3, U.S. Navy SEALs. Rainbow Six Vegas, Dead to Rights. I did get Dead to Rights. All of those games that I just named there, like all the older games that I bought to mess around on the channel, 99% of those games are going to be, no, a lot of them, some of them are Xbox, some of them are Xbox 360. But the sad truth is most of those games are only going to get one stream. That's it. One stream, and then we'll never play it again because most people don't really care for the older stuff. And that's just how it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, Michael, I'll be playing Sekiro at some point. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing Sekiro. Yeah, we're having a hard time with the Ghost Recon campaign. I was thinking a lot of these older games, because I am personally interested in playing them. I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll just play them like off stream, record them into videos, and then kind of just release them as videos on the channel, because I don't really care too much about the video algorithm for my channel, because it doesn't really affect my live stream algorithm. So I could kind of just dump all the garbage games for the most part on my videos, but it just takes time out of my day to record and edit and do this and that. So that's also why it just doesn't really work out a lot of the times, because it's like half the time I don't even have time to stream, let alone record and stream. So, but I've been trying to find a little bit more time. We got a lot of stuff in the house right now that we're kind of trying to button up right now. And then once we get this stuff fully buttoned up, I'll be in good shape to really crack down on more content. Because I would like to focus on some like videos, but that focus more on like instructional type things, like for the games we're playing. Like say, for instance, we're playing Grounded. You know, maybe I can release a couple little guide videos on Grounded on how to do this, or how I did this, or how I found this, or the best weapons early game. Like, because that's really what helps grow YouTube channels. Like a lot of gaming channels. I told you guys before, if you're an aspiring gaming YouTuber, doing what I do is one of the worst things you could ever do. It's niche. Gameplay is niche, believe it or not. Most people, when they go on YouTube and they look up videos for games, it's how do I get the toenail scimitar in Grounded? Or the easiest way to get, you know, the mint mason Grounded. Where do you find the coal Tana in Grounded? Those are the videos that get millions of views, because millions of people are trying to figure out how to do this shit in game. When it comes to people playing the games and just watching pure gameplay, it's not a very popular thing. There's a couple guys obviously are huge, you know what I mean? But they suck up most of the viewership for those games because they've just been around for so long. They're kind of the go-tos for most people. So that's like, yeah, if I want to kind of bolster my viewer base, I have to kind of start focusing on, you know, instructional videos, because that's what built my channel before, was all my like State of Decay stuff, all my instructional stuff for State of Decay, my guides, things like that, or some of my most successful series on my channel. But obviously the main problem I have now is I never master any game, because I don't have enough time in the day to sit here and focus on one game. And if I did, I mean, I could, you know what I mean? Like for instance, if a game comes out, I could dedicate just, all right, this is the only game I'm playing, 8 hours a day, and I'm going to play it till we beat it, then I'll play something else. Like I could do like a one game channel, because that's like, you look at games channels like Hollow or Rad Brad or like any of those bigger guys, like any of those super big guys. Generally what happens is a game will come out, they'll play one game until they beat it. And they could take weeks. You know what I mean? And I care about you guys. Not saying they don't care about their viewers, but that's just, people are used to how their channel works. You know what I mean? And I care about my viewers and I care about you guys. So the way I look at it is, just for an example, say Death Stranding 2 comes out, right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play Death Stranding 2 thorough as fuck. I'm gonna try to make some guide videos out of Death Stranding 2, create some YouTube shorts, you know, really take advantage of the game and try to master it. And then, you know, release a bunch of videos for it. And I could do that. But what happens if you're a viewer and you don't like Death Stranding? What are you going to do? You don't want to watch me play Death Stranding. So now you're telling me for the next 3 weeks, month, however long it takes me to master the game, there's no content on my channel for you to watch. So what you're going to end up doing is you're just going to stop watching my fucking channel at the end of the day. And you do that enough, people will just start to drift away. You know what I mean? They'll slowly start to drift away, because now say Death Stranding wasn't a game you watched, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, Brian's finally done with Death Stranding. What's the next game? Okay. And then say I play fucking, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid, the new Snake Eater, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this game. I'll master this game. We're going to play this game every single day, 8 hours a day until I beat it, master it, make some videos, do some guides, blah, 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 blah. And then say, you're like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't want to watch Death Stranding. I don't want to watch Snake Eater either. Now that's 2 games in a row. You came back, you gave me a chance to see, okay, Brian's done with Death Stranding. What's next? And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I don't want to watch this game either. And now what if it's like 3, 4, 5 games in a row that you just aren't a fan of? You know what I mean? That's how you push people away from your channel. And that's why I don't play games like that on my channel. I like, you know what? I like to have a nice mix of games going. Sometimes we'll lean real heavy into the survival games. Sometimes we'll lean real heavy into the RPG. Sometimes I will play a lot of the same type of game. I try to not do that as much as possible. I like to keep different games though, because if I'm playing one game that you don't like, if I'm playing 4 or 5 different games at a time, generally, at least one of them is something you'll like. You know what I mean? But that also does hurt me in the algorithm too, because, it's like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, for instance. It takes me longer to play and beat that game because instead of playing it every day, I'm playing it every other day or every 3 days. So what happens is it's like by time I get to that by time everybody's beating it and the kind of hype is over with and people are kind of done and over with the game, I'm only like 50, 60% through the game because of how I have to play the games, because I'm playing so many different ones. I'm only like 50, 60% through the game by time everybody else on YouTube is finishing up their playthroughs. Kind of happens with me with Ark and all this other stuff. It happens a lot. So that's generally why we'll make it 60% through a series, and then all of a sudden you'll see the viewership on a series just tank. And it's like, where the fuck did everybody go? It's because everybody's over it. Who the fuck wants to sit here and watch Oblivion being played for 2 months? You know what I mean? And it doesn't work. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to try to focus on like finding that balance between, okay, I want to play games faster and I want to play games faster, get them beat faster, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm also providing enough content for viewers who want to watch it. I think you're too focused on your current community. Doing it that way would attract different. No, that's not how it works, Top Nut. No, dude. Trust me. I've been doing this for a long time, brother. YouTube doesn't care. Like, you can't fish for a new audience. That's not how it works. So if I jump into a game genre that I don't play, let's just use Baldur's Gate, for example, right? My community didn't like Baldur's Gate. So according to your logic, well, my community doesn't like Baldur's Gate, but there are people out there who do like Baldur's Gate. If I sat here and I played a game that my community doesn't like, my views and my engagement is going to be way low because my people aren't going to be engaging with the game, like my base. And that's what YouTube bases your viewership and how much they recommend you off of. Is YouTube looks at it and says, wow, if your own subscribers aren't watching you play this, we're not going to recommend you to anybody else. So that's now how it works. So if I were to disregard my own community to try to chase new people, I would just be pushing people out the door and then it would be like a revolving door of viewers. You know what I mean? That's how you stay stagnant on YouTube. That's the worst thing you want to do. So yeah, that mindset will not work on YouTube. That does not work on YouTube. Unless you're really, really established, you can do that, but you have to cater to your base. If you don't cater to your base and you focus too much on trying to get new people, you will push the people who have been here for years, your people who are actually getting you viewership and helping you in that. You're going to push them out because you're too focused on everybody else. Hey, if people want to come into the community and join, which obviously they're more than welcome, but I'm not going to do that at the expense of my viewers that have been here for years. You know what I mean? Because that's technically what you would have to do. You'd have to say, fuck all these people, that have been watching for years. I'm focusing on like growing my channel. And it's like, it just doesn't work like that. Yeah, you ain't gotta apologize, Top. That's a very common mindset that a lot of people have. So I understand, because I used to think that's how it worked too. But after years of doing it, you realize really quick, no, okay, this doesn't work that way. Like, yeah, if you don't focus on your base and try to play off your base, you'll never grow. Yeah, you'll never succeed on YouTube. And you get people in the comments, they're like, oh, dude, like, because people say it all the time, just keep playing, dude. People that love this game will watch. No, they won't. Because, like, if I sit here and I play Ark, if my base doesn't like Ark, they're not, no, people who like Ark aren't just going to randomly be like, ah, you know what, let's go watch this guy. One person might here and there, but there's people out there for those people. You know what I mean? Like you have your Ross Clarks and your Syntax and those guys, they're the main Ark guys. So mainly I'd say 80% of the people that watch that game are going to go watch them because that's what they do. Yeah, a couple onesie twosies might come to me, but that's for any game. You know what I mean? If my base doesn't like it, we got to move on. And that's why it's like people are like, oh, try Stellar Blade. And it's like, I could try Stellar Blade, but you know, from all the games I've been playing over the past few years, I don't see how that game's going to work on a channel. I just don't see it. I mean, I've been proven wrong before, but I look at games that I thought would do successful. I honestly feel that anime theme of Stellar Blade is going to push a lot of people away. A lot of the people that watch my channel they like survival games. They like, you know, zombie survival. They like, you know, open world RPGs, things like that. That's kind of like what the focus of my channel is, because that's mainly the games I play. But I've had people comment that like, well, what do you expect? You know, obviously nobody's going to watch you play these games if all you care about is, you know, if your base only cares about these games, you only play those games, obviously, you know, they're not going to do well. And it's like, yeah, that's it. Like if you open an ice cream shop and for 20 years you sell ice cream to people, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I want to start selling sneakers. And then your people show up to buy ice cream, and all of a sudden, like, yeah, dude, I'm good. I don't want no sneakers. And then you're like, no, dude, like, buy these sneakers, bro. Buy these sneakers. And like, nah, dude, I don't want that. I don't want sneakers. I'm here for ice cream. And you're like, well, what the fuck? It's because you've built a community. You've built a reputation. You've established yourself in a certain way, and that's just how it is. There's the only people on YouTube that can be true variety gamers are the big guys, because if they have a bad series, it's still my best series ever. You know, if Hollow puts out a video for a game and it tanks, if he plays Stellar Blade and he's used to getting 1 million views and he only gets 250,000, I get 20,000. So even if my worst video was 250,000, yeah, chat, we would still play fucking Stellar Blade. Because at the end of the day, I'm still making money on my worst videos. I'm still making tons of money. But yeah, when my best videos are doing like 20, 30,000 views, and then all of a sudden I put out a video, I'm getting like 4 or 5. It's like, okay, yeah, I can't afford to do this. We can't keep it going. But yeah, those are the only guys you'll see do true, like variety. Is you have to be big, because you have to have the viewers. Even like on your weaker videos, you know, you have to still have viewers. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's at the. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, nah, Dust. Hey, man, it's a learning experience, chat. Like I'm not, you know, I'm still learning day in and day out. You know what I mean? I know there's things I could do to really bolster the channel, and that would be, I would have to focus more on like reviews. You know what I mean? But the problem with reviews is it takes me so long to beat games that it's like by the time I would get a review out, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean, chat? It's just, so it's like, if I got early access to a game, or like review access to the game, which I have, I've gotten tons of review access to games. I could play them month before they come out, get all my videos ready, get my reviews ready, like all these other guys. But I don't like to do that, because I like my first time to be with you. No Diddy. Did I use that right? That's what my son would have said. I like my first time, honestly, to be with you guys, though. You know, I like to experience the game the first time. I think you guys like to experience me experiencing the game for the first time. You know what I mean? So that's why I do that. Like I had Assassin's Creed Shadows for like a month before the game came out. I literally just sat in my thing. I could have played it for a whole month. And there's been tons of games. Dying Light. I had that Dying Light 2. I had that game for like 2 weeks before it even released. I could have played it the whole time. And there's a bunch of games like that that I get early access to from the devs. And then I just wait. I'm like, all right, well, shit, But a lot of these reviewers, what they do is they're already playing the game weeks before it releases. They're getting their reviews ready, they're getting everything ready, and they're getting their videos ready, and then boom, game drops, they're dropping the reviews, they're dropping this, they're dropping their tips and tricks, and it's hard to compete with those guys because it's like, I'm on the back foot. I got to wait for the game to release, then we got to play through the game, then I got to try to learn the tips and tricks, but then it's like, by the time I start to go post them, everybody's already posted them for fucking 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, old news. So I don't know. I'm trying to find a way, guys, that I could be a little more informative, instructional on the channel. Obviously, games like State of Decay and things like that, State of Decay 3, I'll always be able to, because that's just what I'm known for, and I pick up on those games, really, really easy. But yeah, it's just like most of the games though that come out, I'm on the back foot. So we're gonna try to figure stuff out though. Try to bolster the channel up a little bit. Try to see what we could do to, make things a little more interesting, a little more instructive. I'll add to some, but that's video content. You know what I mean? Live streams, all that stuff will never change. I love what I do. So, but trying to spice things up a little bit, change things up a little bit, but we'll have to see. Yeah, and I am knowing that happens a lot too. You know what I mean? People will start watching the stream, and they're like, "Ooh, I actually like this game. I don't want no spoilers." They stop watching. So it's a little bit mix of everything. Back in my Marine days, we moved on, but hey, a firefighter is crazy, dude. That's amazing, though. I appreciate your service after your service, dude. Saving people for real now on a day-to-day, brother. I always tell people, first responders, man, they don't get enough love, man. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to war 3 times. I've done that. I get people, they come back, they thank me for my service and all that shit. But like, you got people like firefighters, EMTs and shit. They're saving actual lives daily, every day. An EMT is fucking resuscitating somebody's baby or fucking saving somebody from a gunshot wound. You got firefighters carrying people out of fucking burning buildings. Shit. They're not even in a war zone. Like, you know what I mean, chat? Like, they're doing that shit every day. First responders get nothing but respect from me. Top, I appreciate it, man. Nah, you guys show me mad love. And that's why I'm out here, trying to do everything I can for you guys. But it's been a good time, Joel. We've been having a lot of fun. Been playing some cool games. I know a lot of them aren't for everybody. Slumpy, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, man. I've been trying to do a lot of shorts, but my live streams are so long, and I don't have a clipper. I try to beg and plead for you guys in the community to like clip. I got some of you guys that do it every now and again, but I don't have like consistent clippers. And I can't afford to pay somebody to do it either, like some of these big guys. So it's like, I struggle because I finish the stream and then it's like the next day I'd have to go through and start doing like trying to, okay, what did I do? And trying to go through. But like if I'm streaming, and I have like a moderator or somebody who's like a dedicated, like, okay, when you stream, like Tim, like Timmy has somebody who like the whole time he's sitting there streaming, like they're clipping and making videos out of everything he's doing, like highlights and shit like that. And then they're posting it like the next day. But I don't have that, you know what I mean? So it's like, I got to try to remember after playing 2 games and then playing 2 more games the next day. Okay. It's a lot, you know what I mean? So trying to find somebody that's willing to, cause it's work, you know what I mean? And ain't nobody trying to do all that shit for free. Cause I feel that I'm not trying to do it at all. But yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's like, what can you do? But I've been trying to do some shorts. I tried like a week ago. I was kind of posting a couple of the big ones that people were, but yeah, like I said, I just don't have people that clip consistently. Chat, if I were to take you on as a full-time clipper, all right, I'd moderate you on the channel, right? You get a blue wrench, all right, and I'll PayPal you. What's a fair monthly salary, chat? that I can afford. $100 cash money. I'll send 105. That way you don't lose any money on the PayPal transfer. Channel moderator, $105 a month. All you got to do is sit here and clip. PayPal, cash money, chat. And then if the videos take off, I'll bump your pay up. I'll bump your pay up. 500, bro. I won't even make 500 on the videos. See, y'all don't understand. Y'all really don't understand. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll show you guys. I don't ever do this. I don't ever do this. I'm going to find a fatty short right now. My biggest YouTube short I've ever had in my life. It was a big one, chat. Ooh. So I got a YouTube short with 11,805 likes. 250,000 views. You ready for this? You guys ready to see the back end of my YouTube? That's how much money I made on the best short I've ever had. Soak it in, chat. No. Soak it in. Come on. There's millions in this business, chat. You make millions. Really soak it in, though. No, it's not a joke. This is, I told you, YouTube is a volume game. Unless you're one of those big guys. Hold on. Oh, no. Hold on, chat. That's 250,000 views. I made $21. So where in there can I afford to pay anybody? And that was the best short I've ever had. Most shorts I make 50 cents, 20 cents, 15 cents. Oh yeah, it's fucking dog shit. Let me see. Let's find a good video. This actually was a pretty good one. I made some good money on this video. What's wrong? Oh, I clicked on the wrong. I'm trying to find a really good one for you guys. Like I want to see some big money here. Fuck. I got a really good. I made money somewhere, Chad. What the fuck? I'm not this big of a scrub. It's like $40, $20. The big money. Yeah. Where is it? It's got to be. Where the fuck is my Lethal Zone guy? There it is. Oh yeah. See, this is a good one. I actually made a lot of fucking money on this. Woo! All right. You ready for this, chat? No, so this is actually good money, but these are the biggest videos ever. You ready for this though, chat? I'm actually proud of this. So, on this video, almost 200,000 views. This was my lethal zone guide. I made $1,480. But it took me a year and a half to make $1,480. So it's not like I made $1,480 all at once. It was spread out over months and years. But it adds up, guys. It adds up. You know what I mean? Over time. You know what I mean? Like I said, but Dusty knows. Dusty knows how this works, man. It's like chipping away, chat. Slowly chipping away. But I knew I had a big one on there for you guys. I was like, but no, like that's the thing. And that's one of my most successful videos on my channel. No. That's total. That's how much that video has ever in the lifetime of the whole entire video. I made $1,480. And I released it in January of 2024. So and it still gets views to this day. You know, like in the last 2 days, 204 people have watched it. Oh, actually, no, I got it right here. You guys I could show you. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this right here. So look, so this shows you. So when I released the video in January, within the first couple days, I made a couple $100. And then as you see, it, you know, from January to April, like it grows over the year. You know what I mean? And that's how YouTube videos work. It's like they just slowly but surely grow, and then you can make the money. But yeah, it's not like I made $1,500 all at once. It's like I made $100 and then $200 and then $300, $400, and it just slowly goes up. So a year and a half. Yeah. Oh, and that's the one, and that's why I tell you guys all the time, like if I'm playing a game and you don't like when you guys go back and you watch my old stuff, like it still helps me out. Like you watching a video I made 2 years ago and you watching a video I made yesterday, there's no difference other than you're going to help push. Well, it doesn't really matter. Like if every one of you guys right now just went back and started watching an old video of mine, it would like boost it in the algorithm because YouTube would be like, oh wait, a whole bunch of people are interested in this video, and all of a sudden they'd start pushing it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you watch an old video, a new video, a video is a video at the end of the day. So that's why I tell you guys, I appreciate you guys who are sitting here watching some old fucking videos, new videos. It doesn't matter. It means a lot. So that's why I say, it gains money over time. Well, I wouldn't say gains money because like you receive it every month. So it's like, say one video makes, you know, over the month, I make like $5 on it. Like they pay it out. You know what I mean? I haven't lost any subs, McJack. That's the one thing that has been going up is my subscriber count. But no, yeah, you guys, and that's what I tell you guys all the time. It's what you guys do for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, you guys help. You guys are out here putting in work, man. That's why I try telling people all the time. Listen, people all the time like, dude, I wish I could super chat, or I wish I could send you a membership, or I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, listen, you don't have to do that. Like you sitting here just watching the video and having them annoying ass ads pop up. That's it. Like, that's it. You just super chatted me. Like I guarantee there's some of you guys that watch my channel so consistently, have my videos constantly going. Like, and I tell people, if you really want to help me out, if you can't watch a stream for the day, you got to work. Do what my wife does. If this is no bullshit, if every single one of you guys did this, like not enough people, but if every single one of my subscribers who watch my channel did this, I would actually be a millionaire probably. I'd be so fucking rich. It'd be crazy. But if you got to go to work and you don't have time to watch a stream, throw up a pick on one of my random playlists, boom, and just put it on loop and just let it play while you're at work. And you literally like you don't even understand how big that is. If I have 10,000, 15, 20,000 people doing that, absolutely ridiculous. No, so YouTube Premium, YouTube gives me like a percentage of premium payout. Chronic, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I don't know if you remember. Of course, dude. But I hope you're having a blessed day. Just wanted to say, keep up. Keep being amazing, man. Love you, homie. Keep up the great work. Chronic, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day yourself, man. Yeah. YouTube Premium, like every one of my viewers that has YouTube Premium, I get like a portion. Like I don't know how they calculate it, but yeah, it works out somehow. Did I give out my free memberships this month? I don't know if I did, Miguel. But I gotta go to my son's baseball game. I just looked at the time. I gotta get my son. We gotta drive over there. I'm excited to watch him play with his new team. So I want to say thank you though to everybody coming hanging out today. It means the world to me. You guys are awesome. We're gonna be doing another stream though here tonight. I don't know. I don't know. I plan on coming home and doing another stream depending on how long I'm out. If I get back and it's too late, I don't want to like cut out on his game too early. But I would like to get another stream. We'll see. We'll see, guys. Nas or DMX? Nas 100% is the GOAT, dude. He's one of the greatest rappers to live. But yeah, so just keep that in mind, guys. I do appreciate you guys. You guys show. I do got a Twitch, Paul. I don't go on it though. So there's probably a lot of other people out there you can give your Prime to, man, that could probably use it a lot more than me. Because it's, for me, it would just be a waste. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys out there grinding hard on Twitch, brother. I thought about doing like both YouTube and Twitch, but it doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, or form. But all right, guys. Again, I love you though. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. If I don't see you later, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.